other places going on. But yeah, we got some good topics to talk about with y'all today. Welcome back, my man.
Thank you, my brother.
Man.
Bro did a good job holding it down last week.
Shout out to Rascal.
Shout out to Rascal, Asher, you know what I'm saying? They did an amazing job holding it down for the episode with us on Kicking It with Y&B. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the hosts, B-Rab, you know what I mean? With my co-host, John. And here was this idea to come outside on this beautiful day. He was like, B-Rab, what you think about coming outside? I'm like, bad. Like, so I had to go get my shades, you know what I mean?
Profiling the style. I'm like, man, boy, let me run and see if I got mines. But you know, I brought my umbrella instead. So
we on the rooftop. You feel me? On this
rooftop.
Episode.
And by the way, y'all ain't know the Snoop Drip. You know, those who know me at OMS, Josh King. You know, over here with my amazing co-host, B-Rab.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got an amazing show for you today. Run down on some fun topics, some sports. You want to start off with what you want to start off with, my brother?
Let's get on with it, man. First of all, hey, rest up to my brother Akeem Holtz, man. You know, we holding it down for you family. You know, shout out to all his family members. You know, y'all have my deepest condolences. You know, he was a good brother up here at the school, a good, great student, kept smiles on, very humorous. You know, very intellectual. You know, he had it all for a superstar, man. And I just hated that, you know, our journeys of meeting each other was just cut short like that. So, you know, brother, we doing this for you, you know, in remembrance. You know, yeah, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Rest in peace, Akeem, man. And yeah, we gonna keep it going for you, man. We gonna keep this production thing going. We gonna make you proud of us. We taking this to new journeys and new heights. You know, coming up with new creative concepts, new creative ideas. Matter of fact, let's shout out our whole class.
Man, hey, for sure,
you know
man.
I mean?
Yeah, shout out to the whole cohort. You know, we the January cohort best class of all time.
We making some classics. January cohort, we are definitely making some classics up in here.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I mean? Everybody is doing a great job, top to bottom. Like, so salute all my peers, all my classmates, and we gonna keep this rolling. You know what I mean?
For sure,
we gonna keep it rolling.
Yeah,
you know,
and also, which later on in the show we gonna talk to y'all about our new projects and everything that we got come up. Yes, we know we do music and everything too, but Akeem Holtz really got a song in a vote that he did with me, and also shout out to Sam G. You know, those who don't know him, he was in a Who Killed Lucky production. You know, he was the I forgot what he played as. Oh, he was the butler. Also, might have been the gunman. I don't know. You have to see that play, but yeah.
I think he was a gangster.
Yeah, he
King
was a gangster.
Yeah.
No. Sam G.
Sam G was a simp. Nah, I'm just playing.
That song. I'm like, first saw you. Oh man, that's
shout out to
Mr.
Sam.
Reed.
You know what I mean? Taking it to new heights, baby.
We can't do Mr. Reed like that, man, because we wanna pop up on her podcast that sharing with Cherie.
Oh yeah,
you know,
for sure.
one day, and she gonna see this like, oh no, y'all didn't make fun of my song that he sung for me. He sung that song for me because I wasn't singing that.
First saw you.
I wasn't saying that. I was gonna do a rap song. If I couldn't do it. Salute you, man, brother. You way better than me.
Yeah, I couldn't have played that wrong. I tried to. You know, speaking of the Who Killed Lucky play, Cherie had me stand in for Keem because he was going through his situation with his car accident and everything. So when he came back to production, I was like, oh, ain't no way in heck I could do as good as Akeem. Like, oh nah, he was that
part
role.
was him. Yeah, that was
part
him.
was him. Like
that was him.
I'm like, man, he killed it. Man. He killed it.
Man, rest up to the good brother.
Yes, sir.
Rest up to Akeem, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I know he wanted us to hear us talk about them that draft going on. He said we the better had a good draft.
Yeah, we did. Bengals, we had a good draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we sure did.
We had a good draft. What's your opinion, brother? What you think?
To me, The draft was good. We shout out to Wakanda because Mike Brown did his thing. You know, it was an all-black cast that he put on for this draft selection. So shout out to Mike Brown on that.
Yes, sir.
We see you treading lightly in the right direction. Over the course of years, we seen you slowly but surely, you know, making the right moves.
Yeah, making the right moves, the right picks.
Yeah.
Let me read off some of these picks real quick.
Yeah, read out some of them.
All right, our first pick was Shamar Stewart.
Shamar Stewart. And where's he from?
He's from, let's see. He's a defensive tackle.
Wasn't it like
edge
Texas?
rusher, I'm sorry, from Texas A&M.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that guy really gonna produce for us.
All right, second pick was a linebacker, Demetrius Knight. He's from South Carolina.
Ooh, about the
round
Tigers.
2. Yeah, Demetrius Knight. You know what I mean? Welcome to Who They Nation, baby.
Welcome to Who They Nation,
baby. We had a guy named Dylan. Dylan Fairchild. He's from Georgia. Dylan Fairchild is from Georgia. He's a guard. That's the offensive line.
Welcome to the Who They Nation.
Welcome to the Who They Nation, baby.
The shout out came once again because that was his place, his birthplace right there. So you know he
Georgia.
Really excited. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Georgia, yeah.
Yes, sir. Got that good Georgia boy up in the building. We got another linebacker from Clemson. His name is shoot.
Brian Johnson? I know you ain't telling me you get drafted. I know. Let me find out, man.
I think his name is Barrett Carter. Yeah, Barrett Carter from Clemson. Welcome to Who They Nation, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Let's go. We got Barrett Carter. We got a guy named Jalen Rivers. It look like he's from the U.
Okay.
Jalen Rivers from the U. And he play his position is offensive tackle. We got another offensive lineman.
Okay. We're beefing up that line.
We gotta protect. We gotta protect Burrow.
You gotta protect Burrow. Because there's only one Burrow.
There's only one Burrow on our last pick. His name is Taj Brooks. Taj Brooks is a running back. And Taj Brooks did amazing things in college, like from Texas Tech. I think he got over 1,500 yards in college, if not mistaken.
Okay, so, then that's what's up. We need that. We need our yards per carry to go up. It can't just be Chase Brown back there in that backfield.
No, sir.
Yeah.
So welcome to Who They Nation, baby.
Y'all, man. We're gonna be turning up with y'all, man.
Yeah. So what you think? What you give us, bro, on the draft grade?
Man, I'm giving us an A.
Giving us an A?
I'm giving us an A because we did what we needed to do. We filled up the positions that we needed to, and we still looking actively on the free market agency as what we looking at right now. We need to sign back Trey Hunter for sure, but we already know Trey Hunter. He already staying.
Let's get that deal done, Mike Brown. Yeah. Let's ink it, baby.
That's the last thing you really need to do. And
honestly, Josh, bro. Yeah. Chocolate Nerd Production. Shout out to Chocolate Nerd Production.
CNP TV.
You know what I mean? Honestly, I would be upset with 2-2, bro. I don't even want to start off at 500.
I would too, but that would be better than what we've been starting off with the last couple years. Though we've been starting out 1-3 and stuff like that. We can't do that.
We
can't do that. But I also love that we can't do no 2-2 either. That's just giving that extra excuse. Oh well, we can win the first 2 games and lose the last 2. Nah, we can't do that either.
And I hate the excuse when people be like, "Well, we gonna turn up in the playoffs." Nah, f that. Let's turn up the first 10 games of the season
for real,
and then let's keep our hand on that button, man. Let's keep smashing.
For sure, because I know we got a whole new defensive team coming in. We just fired Lou, which
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we fired Lou. We got rid of Frank Pollock and some more cats, but Zach Taylor, he's still there, and we recuperating with some new staff, so we will update y'all with them updates. But man, Lou, he was my guy, man. I think he was one of the main reasons he took us to the Super Bowl. But we did have a different defense then too. So
yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Mike Brown, you can't tease us with Super Bowl aspirations, bro, and not go there again, bro. Let's step it up, y'all. Let's go, team. We had the taste of it. Now let's finish it. You know what I mean?
This something that's been going on for over half a century now.
Yeah.
We've been to the Super Bowl, 3 times?
Yeah.
Could have went there 6-7 times and had a good record.
Yeah, we sure could have. Especially that Carson Palmer season when he got hurt. with Henry when he got hurt.
Rest
they
up
both
to
got
Slim.
hurt. Rest up to Henry. His son doing good too. Like I don't know what is this Chris Henry Jr.?
Yeah. He was just up at Withrow. I think he just committed to Ohio State. Speaking of Ohio sports, man, you seen them in NBA playoffs? Been seeing them?
You know what? I seen altercation with Giannis had with Halliburton dad. You ain't see that?
No, I didn't.
So Giannis was standing there at the top of the key, but looking at the other rim.
Right.
So when Indiana won, Halliburton dad came in front of Giannis and was holding the Indiana sign in front of Giannis. So Giannis looking at him like, all right, walk back. But later, another clip, they had some where they was in each other's face. Like
his dad.
Yeah,
Giannis
dad.
Man,
yeah.
Giannis about to fight.
Halliburton's dad was in Giannis' face. Yeah, so they had some words. They really didn't get into it. Then during the handshake line, Giannis grabbed some dude behind the neck, like.
Oh,
you ain't see that?
No, I didn't see that.
They grabbed him behind his neck, like dude was like, "Man, get off me!"
I didn't see
and
that.
Milwaukee Bucks and Indiana had a little skirmish. Like, you know what I mean? They had a little. Yeah, it was going down, but I think Indiana won the series, right?
Yeah, 4-1. I think so. So I did see that. Milwaukee, they just been struggling with, just they chemistry and injuries.
Injuries. Damian Lillard got hurt.
Yeah. So Giannis can get it done. I believe in Giannis. He'll be back up there. He almost damn near won the ring by himself on some cheap Mega Man.
He did win the ring by himself.
Yeah, we didn't even switching gears. Yeah, because we're gonna get back to that LeBron, all that, and to them Cavaliers. We didn't forget y'all. But speaking of Cleveland, Shedeur went to Cleveland.
He sure did, didn't he? That's a crazy transition.
That is that crazy transition. Man, he went to Cleveland. He went to Cleveland. Literally, out of all the teams, I didn't think he was gonna go to Cleveland. I never heard anybody a day in their life talking about I want to play for the Browns. I mean, the Bengals is already hard enough, but now you can hear people say I'd rather play for the Bengals now. I'd rather play for Jacksonville. Here, I play for the Giants now. The Browns, you ain't never heard nobody say the Browns. I heard people say they'd probably play for the Bills because Josh Allen.
Browns got the worst colors. Browns got the worst colors in the NFL.
It's in the name.
It's in the name.
It's in the name.
Just Browns. I call them the Brownies. Shedeur. Like, his problem was, there was the rumor that he was bad in interviews. And if you go on job interviews, you put your best foot forward. You know what I mean? If you want to work for that company or work for that team, you don't go inside that company like that company needs you. You actually need that company. So it was just a lot of rumors about him having bad interviews, him being nonchalant.
According to NFL, ESPN,
Bleacher Report, ESPN,
all
Bleacher
these
Report
sources.
What I mean? So to the young kids out there, this is a learning lesson. Like I said earlier, nobody asking you to conform or bow your head or be nothing like that. No, you could be yourself. It's just some type of humility you got to show. You know what I mean? Like, that makes sense?
Yeah, if I had a superstar daddy and he won 8 championships, and he put me in a position for me to make my own name, I can't come in there and first of all be that man because it's hard to fill another great man's shoes. I have to do my own thing.
Got to.
I might not even be the same position that my father played. He probably was a quarterback or a point guard or something. I'll probably be playing offensive line or wide receiver or something like that. So I had to be the great in that area. Like, and that's what you saying. Like, man, come in there, be yourself. It's okay. Look, rep your family.
Nobody saying like,
rep your family.
Talk your stuff. You can talk your stuff. Like, you know what I mean? It just, it's levels. It's levels to this, man. Like, that's they stuff. You know what I mean? That's the NFL is they stuff. Like, you know what I mean? You can't feel entitled to be like, when you in interviews, like, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So that was the rumor, like, because I think he's a great player. Like, is he standout talent? Do you think Shedeur Sanders is standout talent? Like, you would look at Shedeur Sanders on film and you can be like, I got to have him on my team. Do you think he like that?
Man, to me, it's like a toss-up right now because, like, it's just, and don't get me wrong, he's a hell of a player. Like, Shedeur cold. It's just, I wanted to see that game if they could. Well, we seen that when he went against TCU, I believe. Did they beat TCU?
I honestly can't remember. I know they lost their bowl game.
Yeah, they lost their bowl game for sure. But man, I think it was like last season. They was doing real good, and I think something happened to Travis Hunter. I think he had like an injury, but it was all up to Shedeur and the team to come through. And he didn't come through, which everybody gonna have them type of games and everything like that. But consistently, that team record was just like, wow.
Yeah, they came and Colorado sucked.
Yeah, is it possible we could pull that up? Can we pull up that record real quick?
Well, kind of right now, like I'm stunting with this laptop. The Wi-Fi off like a mug. I can't pull up nothing. I'm looking at stuff on my phone, but my phone on 5%. So we out here struggling right now.
We thugging it. But now,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The laptop almost gone, bro. I mean, my phone gone. My laptop on it. The Wi-Fi ain't working.
Hey, it sounds like one of them Shannon Sharp situations. Nah, probably nothing like that because Monique did warn him.
Nah, what you was about to say about Shedeur? Lee, I had a good point I was about to say about Shedeur. No, yeah,
he's great.
His clothing line is called, I think he got a clothing line called Legendary.
Okay. Yeah. He's multi-talented too. He do music
multi-talented,
too, don't he? Music too, yeah.
And he came up in a great home around his father. You know what I mean? Nothing, we ain't taking none of that away from him.
None of that.
But if you got a clothing line called Legendary, now it's time for you to show it, bro. Go out there and be legendary. Forget about the draft now. It's over with. You got picked up by the Browns. There's 5 quarterbacks on that roster. Go be legendary, bruh. That's it.
That's it on that. Because your boy Travis Hunter, he got picked at number 2, didn't he?
He got a 2nd-round pick, y'all.
Yeah,
Cam Ward. Congratulations to Cam Ward.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah,
shout
man.
out to
Congratulations to Cam Ward. Good luck to everybody. I hope everybody have a healthy, productive season out there. Because I need y'all for my fantasy football.
Hey, there we go. We need some bucks.
I need that money.
Need some bucks now.
Hey, I'm a cold at fantasy football, bro. I'm in 6 leagues. I won 3 of them.
He kind of that man up in there.
You know what I mean?
That man. And if y'all want some of his insiders, his tips on how to get $1 and much more, drop down in the comments. I need my money now, like JG Wentworth. Put that in the comments, like right now, and we gonna get back with you, and we gonna see what we can do. Because the man be the man on that. Like,
hey, I'm called that. I want to. Matter of fact, shout out to Reed. I want to do a fantasy football podcast. We need to have Reed on here.
Oh yeah, Reed.
So we can talk fantasy football, sports. You know what I'm saying? I could get Reed some insiders. Reed, I could get you to be a champion, bro. Just follow my lead, Reed. Follow my lead, man.
He's so focused on these games coming up with the full court press, man. And I hope he don't get ejected out this game, man, because we gonna need him, man.
Chris Birdman Anderson,
man, he was out there turned up, man. We gonna play that highlight for y'all, man. But that was
man, it was great. Shout out to the NFL draft, everybody. You know what I mean, hope everybody do good, like we said, like you know what I mean. Yeah. Any final thoughts on that, my bro?
On the draft, man. Y'all just ball out. Y'all continue doing y'all thing, and hopefully y'all can be where the Cavaliers is at right now because they balling. Cavaliers balling.
And you're a Cavs fan. You're a Cavs fan for real.
Man, Evan Mobley, shout out to him. That brother got a Defensive Player of the Year award. Evan Mobley, man, look, man, LeBron James, as great as LeBron James is, he didn't get the Defensive Player of the Award in his career. Now, some might say he got robbed a couple times or whatever. And that might be the case, whatever. But this brother Evan Mobley, man, look him up, man. Him and Jared Allen, Tower.
We go to the next topic. Let's we about to run our PSA.
Yeah, we about to run that PSA for y'all. Y'all let us know in the comments. Also, how y'all like it.
How y'all like that PSA? He got his soap brand in there. So. Snoop dripping. So yeah, like he said, let us know how this PSA, and we about to get right back to you after this PSA, y'all. Yeah. Every day, people touch millions of things that they shouldn't be touching. Doorknobs, underneath the table, cars, and sometimes people even put their hands in their face. I'm Brian, and me and my team today are going to have a discussion with you about hand washing.
I be way too high, I'm tweaked, bitch, can't even feel my hand. This time naked, your mom gon' fuck that bitch for free. 1 out of 10, your song at 3. He talking shit, but not to me.
Hand washing can reduce the spread of diseases by up to 50%. Germs can live on surfaces for hours, even days.
Think a gram of human feces contain over 1 trillion germs. Only about 5% of people wash their hands correctly.
Thoroughly wash the front and the back of your hands. You sing happy birthday twice when you're washing your hands. That's probably about at least a minute or a minute and a half of washing your hands to prevent the spread of infectious diseases and as well as germs.
Now, my brother,
What's up, man?
what soap you using?
Some generic soap from the bathroom.
Man, my brother, you need the Snoop drip. You need the Snoop drip soap. Good vibes, good clean.
Make sure you wash your hands. Y'all, hope y'all washed y'all damn hands.
Don't be that person.
Don't be that person.
Don't be that person. Because that's nasty. I can't wait till they see that blooper reel. They see that extended version. It's so much more to that project. Y'all don't even know that. And it. But yeah, y'all. We coming right back here. You know, we love sharing health and awareness, and you know other events going on with these other people, celebrities, and much more.
Into celebrity news.
Yeah. And speaking of celebrity, we got Tracy Ellis Ross, 52 years old. Why she dates younger men. And shout out Tracy Ellis Ross. You know, you watching this. Look, you know what I'm saying? You already know Instagram or that number. Start with 513. I'm gonna holler at you on the show. But yeah, like she's on here stating why she likes younger men. She said a lot of men her age are steeped into toxic masculinity. Wow.
What does that even mean? What does toxic masculinity mean?
And this is all according to Business Insider, you know, and there's other brands out there that has this information. You know,
I mean, she's 52. When she say younger, at 52, younger to her could be 30.
How do you feel about that? Yeah. Like,
you know what I mean?
30. Yeah, like, what you mean?
What, 28, 35?
Yeah, like something like
you know what I mean? Because I'm 41. Like, I'm considered younger to her. Like, you know what I mean? So, what's younger, Tracy Ellis Ross? Like, you know what I mean? Be more specific because you old. You know what I mean? Not the, you know, cat spaz, you know, you old. So, you know what I mean? With everybody young to you, like, you know what I mean? Even a guy that's 48 that's younger.
Yeah.
So, what's, you know what I mean? Then you saying toxic masculinity.
What is?
It's a lot of young athletes that's very masculine.
Look,
so
this is what they said. She said on the IMO podcast hosted by Michelle Obama and her brother Craig Robinson. Ross reflected on her dating personalities on why she gravitates towards younger partners. Now, why does this keep coming up?
What is younger?
Right, she really needs to define that.
She does.
Other
15 years younger?
They're hot and they're gorgeous. There's that. Ross told the podcast, but a lot of men my age are steeped into toxic masculinity and been raised in a culture that is a particular way that a relationship looks.
So she said a lot of her men, her age, and she is 52, mind you, is steeped in toxic masculinity, if I'm saying that right. Okay, so a lot of men her age is the age of what, between 50 and 55?
Yeah, right. 50
and 60, like in between, like we gotta be more specific with numbers, like, you know what I mean? Because it's a broad spectrum, like I'm really 41, is. So if I'm be like, oh yeah, I'm dating a younger girl that's 35. You know what I mean? That's younger.
Right, that's younger. Yeah, that's kind of younger, yeah.
Like, so I don't, what do you, like, we gotta be more specific.
We gotta be way more
because
specific.
Because it's double Shannon Sharp, what, 56?
Oh yeah, you see how they clowning him on that topic is crazy because I don't think I think old girl younger than me.
She is.
Yeah, she like, what, 22, 23? And Shannon Sharp, man, Monique, Cat Williams, and them. Because look, I'm with you, Sharp, but it's like they did come up there on the show and they kind of did break it down on what you kind of had to do to reroute that. I mean, that's cool. I understand it's a lot of power-thirsty deviants out here that's willing to take anything especially from your empire that you have created to destroy that. But man, you couldn't see that coming. I don't know, man. I wouldn't even want to mess with that. I mean, that's like one of them, like one of them type girls. You just go up there at the party and she's just having a dry conversation with. Man, you want to continue on with that? Now I'm going on to the next one. I'm going to that turn girl over there in the corner. She could be big, wide. Her face could look like whatever. That girl got my vibe going. No, you can't get jiggy with that, man. But that reflects on the double standards, though. You see how many people coming after him because he's her age. I think he's down there up her age.
Yeah, he her age.
Yeah, and they clowning.
Maybe Tracy Ellis Ross and Shannon Sharp should start kicking it.
Maybe they do. Maybe y'all do need to holler at each other.
Yeah, that'd be a good match. He's not a toxic masculine guy.
At least I hope not. Anyway, yeah, like
so. Yeah, that's crazy. It's about corporate interests. Corporate interests gives a damn how much money you got. If you're not in line with the corporate interest and you do something that's not in line with their brand, they gonna cut you.
ASAP.
So,
and then he up here, and I love his podcast too, Shannon Sharp, because he promotes a lot of black excellence on there, or carbon footprints per se. You know, sticking to his culture and whatnot. You know, he's unbiased.
He ain't my uncle. He ain't my favorite uncle. Let me just say that. You ain't my favorite uncle, Shannon.
Nah,
I got my favorite uncle. Shout out to my Uncle Lamar.
That's my favorite uncle. Hey, I heard
you. Ain't my favorite uncle, Shannon.
Especially after that movie.
My favorite uncle wouldn't date no 19-year-old kid and be like, oh, yeah, you see it. You see him on the podcast? I got that little something.
Look, she old enough to be your great-granddaughter.
Man, facts, man.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Shannon, you 56. You could have got a bad 33-year-old. You could have got a bad 40-year-old. 19, bruh. Come on, bruh. You tripping.
And y'all let us know how y'all feel about double standards down in the comments, as well, or inbox us.
Right.
Because this is a crazy topic. Because with Tracy Ellis, we like that. Like me, I love older. I don't discriminate, but I love older women. But me just scooping down, just go 10, 15 years below my age to go with a young girl that I think is attractive. No, I think not. I won't. But I know people in that element that would, like, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, I remember I was working this job, per se. I was a cook down there. And it was just this guy, you know, he was a cook as well. He coming up all up in the kitchen bragging about his girl and stuff. I'm like, okay, he might having a good time with this girl. And you know, every minute he's just breaking it down with her. So it just happened to bring up the question in my head. I'm like, all right, so what's up? Where's she at? Where this girl at? He's showing us pictures and stuff like that. So when he showed me the first time, that's your niece? I don't show me your girl. I want to see your girl, man. I'm like, nah, man, that's my girl. So we looking at me, and it was like 3 other people. We looking at like, that's your girl. Like, all right, so she got to be over like 21. Like, come on now. This man bragging about going with a 16, 17-year-old girl.
Wow, that's dangerous level. No more this, we ain't talking about fouls no more. I'm calling them XPDX fouls.
Man. And all that he just kept on saying, like, she graduated high school, she was already in college with something, like, the girl mental was like at a but it's still levels
it's
to this.
Proven, it's scientific. It is. It's scientific facts that your brain don't fully develop until you the age of 25.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's just, like you said, let's just leave a comment because we can go
unadulterated on that.
Yeah, we've showed can.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And
just
I'm
leave a comment.
Really holding back like my man Vicious and Delicious. I'm really holding back. You know what I'm saying?
And with that being said, do you think that stems from like mental health?
Absolutely.
Mental health?
Absolutely. Mental health is real. Make sure you go outside, get some sunshine. That's good for your mental health. A walk here and there. Call somebody.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. You know what I mean? So make sure everybody, because everybody is going through something, y'all. Just make sure we, extend a helping hand. You know what I mean? Don't be, you know what I'm saying? That's cool not to mess with certain people you don't like to mess with, but mental health is real, y'all. Like, speaking of mental health, what about Kanye West?
Speaking of mental health, man. Look, this is according to Mental Health of America. They said in the 5 American adults experience a mental illness in a given year, with 1 out of 20 experiences serious mental illness. And I think that probably has to be with Kanye West.
Yeah.
I mean, Kanye, man, we knew Kanye was just Kanye. Man, look, let me take it back. Kanye, look, you hands down top 5 artists of all time, man. Like you made some good
classics.
Music. You made
classics.
some things, man. But when we hear stuff like this with you trending in news now, just doing it seems like he's just doing anything just to be relevant at this point. Or I don't care mentality. Like you wasn't doing that when they knocked you off your $1 billion pedestal, man. Don't forget who gave you that money, because it wasn't us.
I think Kanye West started to go downhill when he found out when Jay-Z didn't come to him and Kim Kardashian wedding. And I think he started to go down. It ain't even from his mom, because after his mom, he was still making classic music.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
He probably lost a couple major screw or something, but yeah, because that did kind of like. Yeah.
He came out the interview with DJ Academics in an all-black KKK outfit. An all-black KKK outfit. Talk with a swastika around his neck. Like, you know what I mean? I know that certain people in the industry got certain types of powers who's with certain types of religion, and you're trying to stick it back to them. But the way you can stick it back to them, Kanye West, is to start something grassroots that uplift people.
Not really. You
know what I mean?
really do, because what you doing right now, man, you ain't doing nothing but, you know what I'm saying? Is you trying to create World War V or something?
Crazy work.
Crazy work. Everybody don't have the amount of money you have in your bank account, sir. I mean, that's what I have to say, man. I want that. That look like a phone number.
Yeah. Yeah, so check it, like, mental health is real, y'all.
It really is.
You know what I mean? Get outside, enjoy the weather, and let the vitamin D hit your skin or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like,
and also, man, thank you, Kanye West, though, for the musical presence that you have, presented everybody in the
classic
industry
music,
with, man. Because
classics.
we got some new stuff that's coming out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got some new stuff that's coming out.
Yes,
I told y'all
sir.
about that song with Akeem Hopes. It's coming out. But, man, B-Rap, man, let them know what you got coming out.
Man, I got something cooking right now that I'm going to drop probably next Thursday. I'm going to let everybody, I'm trying to keep it under wraps right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, no, I got a session, you know what I mean, coming up, you know what I mean, in the works. I got some street interviews I did for the opening day parade that I did with Joe and his production company. I would shout it out if I could remember it.
I Am God Body.
Yeah,
I
Productions,
think that's what it is.
like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Joe on this.
Shout out Ebony J.
Shout out to Ebony J
and all them.
Media. You know what I mean? For sure, for doggone sure, like. So, you know, I got some stuff cooking and brewing up, like, you know what I mean? It's in the works. It's a grind. It's a grind for sure. So, you know what I'm saying? I got some stuff that Chocolate Nerd is schooling me on. Like, his brother helped me out a lot in school, showing me out some different stuff. Hell, when this podcast's over, I'm be like, show me how to email this to da-da-da-da. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to this young brother right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's very smart, very inquisitive. I'm looking for another big word, like, you know what I mean? This guy's funny, like, you know what I mean? He's entertaining. He's smart, like I said, so, you know what I mean? I'm going to stop glazing right there.
And look, I'm studious too, because I learned from you too.
Yeah, well, we learn from each other, so, you know what I mean?
Like, man,
shout out to Chocolate Nerd Productions for sure.
You got skills too, man. It's dope. You know what I mean? Like, I'm learning from that. Like, that's the whole part of growth, man. Like, you should want to surround your circle around with better company. I don't want to be around a company, you know, that's always negative, or, you know, they doing something that I'm not doing in my track and field. Nah, you got to surround yourself with greatness.
Yeah. And this is we gonna keep this going, like, because when we in school right now, so when we out of school, me and Chocolate Nerd gonna keep this rolling, like, you know what I mean? Everything gonna glow up, like, you know, the Most High watching us right now, like, you know what I mean? All praises. So, I mean, any final thoughts before we close out the episode, Big Bro?
This was a good episode. Oh, shout out to Damon. Damon from the school. He produced the beat. He actually on the beat that Akeem Holtz.
I'm working. I gotta work with Damon too. Yeah. Shout out to Damon.
He got some. Yeah, man. He cold. He works at the radio station, couple of them. Brother, you doing your thing. Shout out to Trey Clue. Shout out to all the rest of the mess instructors here. Y'all doing y'all thing. Keep y'all crowns up. Shout out to B-Rab once again. We got a legendary podcast that's coming out. No pun intended, Shador. But we be rocking some of that legendary up on the podcast. I rock that. Yeah, I'm a supporter of.
You know what I mean? Just when you see me, I got your gear on, Shador. When you see me, don't act all uppity, bruh. If I ask for an autograph,
don't come up to me like this.
Yeah, bruh.
I don't want to see that. I want to see you talking about, man. I gotta go diagnose that middle of the field, man.
Yeah, bro.
Man, I gotta still stick my man up doing that post route. I want to hear something you realize talking about your football knowledge, or how can you incorporate that with what I'm doing in life, so I could be a better, multi-faceted person in my field.
Facts.
But yeah, man, that's really what we got for y'all today. Drop in the comments, what's going on, y'all good people. Hit up that email. And we only just going up from here, y'all. Kicking it with YB.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, y'all. We got more episodes, more guests we coming through. Like, we gonna keep cooking, we gonna keep growing. Like you said, I appreciate this brother right here.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Anything else you want to say, my brother?
Hey, who they?
Who they, baby? Who they, baby?
Catch y'all on the next one.
We up out, y'all.